guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Firstly, please ignore the background noise. I've currently got a fan like facing me this way. It's currently about 33 degrees in London at the moment. The UK is going through this like weird heat wave thing at the moment, and if I'm honest, being 23 weeks pregnant, not enjoying it one bit. I'm sure any mums out there can relate. I'm just struggling quite a bit. So yeah, the fan is directing on me because I'm trying to stay cool whilst filming this. But I just thought I would come on and basically give a bit of an update. I did sort of a first trimester update, and then I was going to do a 20-week scan update, but that was about 3-4 weeks ago now. I'm coming up to 24 weeks pregnant on Sunday, so I'm nearly 6 months along. So I just thought I would kind of update you on how second trimester's been for me at the moment. And yeah. Okay, so firstly, leading up to the scan, I felt a lot better. I said obviously my first trimester I struggled quite a bit, massively with like nausea and like tiredness. But like coming up to my 20-week scan, I actually felt good. Like I felt really positive in myself. Like I wasn't having any like body image doubts and all that sort of stuff that I was struggling with as well. And yeah, I would say that I was a lot more nervous for the 20-week scan. I think just because like I had got quite a bump at that point. Like not a massive bump, like it's only really now at 23 weeks that I feel like I've popped. But there was sort of like quite a bump there, and I just kind of felt a bit more attached, and we'd started to get stuff as well. Like around 17 weeks we started to get a lot more stuff, got the buggy, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, so I kind of felt a bit more like scared going into this one, kind of thinking, oh god, like, you know, if there's any problems they're going to bring it up here, like, you know, all of that sort of stuff, which I think is natural anyway. But the scan itself went fine. I didn't actually think we were going to be able to go for our scan because I got a text about 2 days before saying that St Thomas's Hospital, which is where I am at the moment, they had like an IT failure or something, all their systems were down, so that I might have to come in for another day kind of thing for a scan. And then I was going on holiday for 2 weeks, so I was a bit like, oh no, like I was worried that I wasn't going to get it, but I did. So let me show you. So this is our 20-week scan. Now, as you can see, it is not as perfect a scan as a lot of people put pictures up of, especially like in comparison to our 12-week scan. We had like a really nice like picture, but this one is not, it's not brilliantly clear. This is a little bit more of baby's body and head, baby's head. And these are like weird, like I can't even show you on the computer, but on the screen, but like this is like the baby's nose and like eyes. It's really weird, but basically she felt really sorry for me, so I think she just tried to get pictures of anything. Basically we got in there and like baby was just wriggling around so much. Like she genuinely was like, I think you might have to go for a walk or something, because I'm not getting any of the right sort of like, I'm not getting a lot of, you know, a lot of the angles and stuff. But she did manage to like measure everything, like the heart and spine and all of that sort of stuff, and everything was normal. But yeah, she just literally couldn't get like a great sort of picture and a great like angle of like baby's face and stuff like that. So I literally ended up having to like do all these exercises in the ultrasound room, which was quite funny. But even then it didn't really work massively. So she was like, I'm really sorry, but this is all I've got for you. And I was like, it's fine, don't worry about it. But yeah, but basically baby is healthy. She did ask us if we wanted to find out the sex. There was one point where she was like, obviously we're not, and she was like, you know, you need to look away now because it's quite obvious. So I was like, me and my boyfriend were like looking away, but then also part of me was like, oh, just look, but I was like, no, don't do it. But yeah, so like everything went well. I got told basically I was a little bit worried. I'd had a bad experience, not bad experience, but I'd had like a weird kind of like episode about 2 weeks before, I think. Yeah, I think it was like 17 weeks leading into 18 weeks, and I just got like really weird like sharp stabbing pains and stuff like that. And I like know that when your body is stretching and like it sounds really gross, but your organs are moving around and everything like that, I knew that like you were going to get some discomfort and pain and stuff like that, which I had been having. But this like was like a series of sort of like cramping, like it felt like a really, really bad period pain. And then I started to get some really like sharp pain. So I rang up my midwife and she was like, yeah, I think you need to go and get checked out. And basically they just checked me out for early labour signs at the hospital, which obviously I was like, what? I'm like 18 weeks pregnant, that can't happen. But apparently it can. But it was cleared, everything was fine. And it was also quite nice because at that point I've read a lot about people. I think this is the one thing that I don't like about social media or like books and information that they tell you is I'd heard a lot from people being like, oh yeah, like my baby's moving, and like they were the same kind of time frame as me, and they're like, yeah, I can feel my baby moving. I even follow this one girl, I could see the baby moving in her stomach, and I was like, I'm literally getting none of that, like literally none of it. And so I was a bit concerned that something was wrong, like why wasn't I feeling anything, like should I be concerned that there was no movement and stuff like that. I'm literally trying so hard to stay cool. That is the big thing in my second trimester that I've massively struggled with, is that we've managed to have 2 heat waves in the space of like 5 weeks. Like it has been horrendous. Like all my blinds are shut basically to try and keep the heat out, because my like whole bedroom is glass. Like one side of my bedroom is basically glass, so it gets really hot in here. So I literally blind shut, I've literally got a hot water bottle filled with ice in the freezer, and I've got a fan on. So yes, I actually think that has genuinely been one of the hardest challenges of my second trimester so far, is the heat. It has been, I think it was like from about 18 weeks, 17 weeks, it's just been so hot. Like I genuinely can't remember the last time I saw rain. And yeah, like as a pregnant woman, like I just didn't realise my body would swell as much as it has. Like my ankles are absolute, like they are full on cankles. They're not ankles anymore. My legs are like just a block basically. And it's just like harder then to like sleep at night. It's like horrible going on like public transport, like getting to work and stuff like that. Like it's just been quite a challenge. And yeah, and obviously they do say like, you know, you are more vulnerable as well when you're pregnant, because your body is naturally like warmer than everyone else is, and you obviously need to like drink more water, and you need more like, so it has been like definitely a big challenge. I'd say then the other challenge, like apart from like all of my nausea's gone, I think I'm only tired massively because of the heat. But I'd say the massive challenge for me personally has been heartburn. Like I did an event at about 16 weeks, and someone was like, oh, like, you know, congratulations, all this, and they're like, oh, have you had the heartburn yet? And I was like, oh no, I don't know why people keep asking me about heartburn, like I've had none of it, like I feel fine, all this sort of stuff. Little did I know that it was coming, and it was coming like big time. Basically probably from about 17 weeks, then literally probably like the week after I went and jinxed it, I just felt like every time I ate, I literally would have to have some Gaviscon. Like honestly, I carry Gaviscon, like the big bottle, around in my bag, because I just never know when it's gonna strike. literally I've struggled with it so much. Like I'd never even had heartburn myself, or like acid reflux or anything like that, like before I was pregnant. Like I've never suffered from it at all. Like I don't think I'd even had Gaviscon at that point. And then literally I just felt so like sick from it. It was like stopping me from sleeping, and I just basically have to take Gaviscon around with me. I'm obviously trying to, like, I think the few tips they said was like, you know, try and eat earlier so you don't have like acid reflux kind of heartburn when you're like trying to sleep, and like eat like little bits kind of thing, which for me is quite hard because when I'm hungry I just scoff. But yes, that has been like the worst, I think, for me, has been the heartburn. I'm not gonna lie, like that has been quite challenging. I actually can't apologise enough for the lighting. It's suddenly gone so dark. Like I'd love to open these, but it just would be so hot. So I'm just gonna do this video in the dark basically. But I mentioned earlier that I'd got, like, before the 20-week scan, I'd got stuff for the baby. A lot of people, like, that I kind of read about and stuff, a lot of people said they got their stuff sort of from like about 24 weeks. They waited until their 20-week scan was like okay and everything, and which is like not like, that's fine. I understand why people do that completely, but I think I was like, if I put pressure on myself to wait for the 20-week scan, like I felt a bit like scared that like I was almost like jinxing that something was going to happen. So basically when I saw that Mamas and Papas had like a massive sale on, I was like, we should just take the opportunity. Like we're moving house as well in September, so like we're having to buy like massive, you know, like sofas, beds, all that sort of stuff. So like life's not cheap at the moment. So we took full advantage of the Mamas and Papas sale. We bought the buggy. So we've got like the pram. We got like a bundle kind of thing. It was just Mamas and Papa's own make. The lady was really nice. She like went through it and everything with us. And I think we're like both really happy with it. I mean, I think my boyfriend basically said it's like almost like up to you, because obviously I'm going to be the one that's like, he'll go back to work after his paternity leave, and then I'll be the one like having to like put the pram into the car and like all of that sort of stuff. So it was very much like balls in your court kind of thing. So I found the one that I think we went for like the Acaro range or something like that. And I just found that one like the lightest to use, easiest to put up. I just found it like, we tried like a few makes. I think we tried like the Cybex one, Silver Cross. The other one that I really liked was something like, I can't even remember actually, if I'm honest. But yeah, we tried quite a few makes, and then we came back to that one and we were like, yeah, that's a nice one. So we bought stuff like that. We bought like a monitor, which like stuff like that had like £100 off kind of thing in sale. We bought like nappy bin, loads of like sleep suits. We bought, what else did we buy? Oh, like a bath, like a little bath seat for the baby to go in, like in our bath. And then just like little accessories and stuff like that, you know, like just to basically make use of the sale and to like show that we've actually got something, because we didn't want to get to a point where like we just spent everything on the house and then we suddenly had to buy stuff for the baby. So like I think we've just been doing it gradually, and to be honest, that's been the best. Like it's worked out for us quite well. Just quickly before I ended the video, I really wanted to show you some things that we bought, just like my two favourite outfits kind of thing, just because added cuteness and everything. But I think we finally found the like leaving hospital kind of outfit. Well, I think so anyway. We basically bought this set from Mamas and Papas. Again, it was in the sale, and we had like spent so much that we were going to get a like £150 free voucher, and so we had like something like £15 off. So I was like, right, I'll go and have a look in the clothes section. So it's just a set of 3. It has like a little bib. There's one with like just an elephant, and then there's this grey one, which is really cute. It's got the little feet as well, and then there's also this this style, so it's just little giraffes, sorry, in grey with a white kind of background, and it also comes with little matching mittens and a little hat. So I think like one of those two is going to be like our going home outfit, but we haven't decided yet. But it's a really cute sort of newborn grey and white neutral outfit, so yeah, I do really like that one. And then something that my sister gave me, so this isn't something we bought, this is just like something that I was given. We've been so lucky so far, like so many people have like bought little outfits, and like I've had like some little teddy bears and stuff like that. Like it's really sweet, so we've already got quite a lot, to be fair. But yeah, my sister, she'd been traveling and she was supposed to give it to me before, but she thought she would wait, and she basically got us a little Peter Rabbit like onesie, sort of like sleep suit kind of thing. So it's got little like Peter Rabbit prints on here. It's got the little like mittens. I don't even know if they're called mittens, that's probably the wrong thing, but they've got like the little mitts there, and it's a full-on you know, with the little like beauties included. It's so cute. I think it's from Jojo. Yeah, it is. It's from Jojo Maman Baby. I haven't said that right. But we used to, and it also comes with a reversible blue sort of, it's so soft. I don't know what material, but it's so soft. Little blue kind of jumper cardigan thing, and then a little hat. And we used to literally be, me and my sister as like little babies were bought loads of like Peter Rabbit stuff, so it's really sentimental and I just think it's so cute. So yeah, I'm excited to put baby in this. So yeah, so that's like been literally like one of my favourite things to have received. So yeah, so like I said, we've got quite a few things sort of already under our belt, but obviously, you know, as time's ticking on, we need to get stuff like, we need to get our cot, we're gonna get a snooze pod and stuff put next to the bed, and yeah, I guess like just need to start getting the nursery ready as well, but I don't think we're going to do that until we've actually moved into the house. Like we're not going to start buying anything before then. We've got a few accessories, but that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I haven't rambled too much and bored you all, but hopefully I'll come back with another video when I'm in my 3rd trimester, and hopefully going to bring you a bit more like sort of house content and stuff like that as well, because the move is getting very close, so I will probably have a bit more to talk about than babies, if that's not why you follow me on this YouTube account. So yeah, I will see you guys soon.